Hi, welcome. In this video, we're going to do Program 7. Program 7 is a program using character arrays, but we do have some string member functions to help us to make the programming easier, so we don't have to work with each element in the array if we use some string member functions. The string member functions only work with character arrays. They do not work with any other, like integer or double arrays. And through this video, I will show you a couple of different ways to do the same thing. So this is our programming assignment. We're just going to do a pluralize assignment. We're going to have the user enter their first name, which will be a character array. We should make that character array to be size 30. I don't think anyone has a first name larger than size 30. We'll welcome them with a friendly message. We will have a loop, so we'll have them ask them, do they want to enter a word? If they say yes, we'll get the word, make a copy of the word, change all the letters in the copy to uppercase. This must be done one character at a time, so you will have to use a loop to do that. We will determine which rule to apply and apply the rule to the copy. So we'll maintain the original word. So if the original word that the user enters is in upper and lowercase letters, we're going to keep that one because we're only going to modify the copy and turn it plural. And then we'll print both of the original word and the pluralized copy onto the screen from the main function. You can print it from inside the functions as well, but this is an exercise. It's an exercise for you to follow how when you pass an array, you are actually passing a pointer. You must use 7 programmer-defined functions, and you must use character arrays. So we're not, although an array is a pointer, please use arrays declared with sizes. This is an array assignment, so don't declare your arrays without sizes, and use the square brackets for your function parameters. So you have a greeting function, you have a function that gets a word from the user and makes a copy, a function that changes all the letters to uppercase, and a function that determines which rule to apply. And then from the which rule function, you will call one of your 3 rules to apply the rules. Applying the rules is very simple if you use string member functions. I will, in this video, show you the simple way to do it with string member functions, and then also show you a more complicated way to do it using the array character by character. So we will include stdio.h for printf and scanf, ctype for uppercase, and string.h for string member functions. As an example, some string member functions are string copy, string cat, strncat. So for your final exam, you will need to be familiar with the string member functions. Also, I encourage you to use a Visual Studio compiler. My demonstrations are always in Visual Studio compilers, so I include these 2 preprocessor directives. This one must be there if you're using scanf, which we will be using scanf with %s in this assignment, which makes it very easy because it automatically adds the null character. All right, so those are our functions. Now we need to look at our rules. So we have 3 rules. The first rule is if it ends in a Y, we're going to change the Y to I and add IES. So we're not going to check for nonsense words. The American language has so many strange rules and words that fall into different categories. So in this exercise, this is an exercise. So if the word ends in a Y, you're going to check if it ends in a Y. You're going to change the Y to I or remove the Y and add IES to the end. If it ends in S, CH, SH, X, or Z, you are just going to simply add an ES to the end of the word. And if it does not fit in either of the first 2 rules, then you will just add an S. So this is a very simple assignment. You're welcome to try to add more features, but please do the simple part first and submit that. And then if you want to add additional features, I'm very happy to work with you on additional features. I also want to point out that a single S is a single character. A cluster of 2 characters is a string. So you're going to have to test one single character, or if you're going to test for two characters together, you're going to have to test for a single character and another character. So I'm going to go through that when I explain this. In addition, if the word that the user enters has a number in it, then you just keep the number. We're not going to have a dictionary attached to our assignment that makes sure that everything is a real word. Also, we're not going to have a special dictionary to make sure that you have every rule possible for pluralizing. So this is just the same as every assignment. This will be called last name program 7.c. And here's the sample output. So you're going to get the first name of the user with no white space. We will not use strings with white space. Welcome the user. And then we will use the name in the program. So you ask them, would they like to enter a word, yes or no? You need to accommodate upper and lowercase y. You can use two upper or two lower to change it, or you can just use a logical or. And then you get the word. So if they enter the word, you maintain the integrity of the original word. So you get the word, you determine the rule, and then after you determine the rule and you do all the work to apply the rule, then back in the main function, you're going to print the words. So you're going to declare your character arrays. You're going to declare your name, your word, and your plural, all three character arrays in your main function. So take a look at the sample output. And one more thing, I think your arrays for your words will be of size 25. I think that's in the skeleton provided. So we're going to make arrays of size 25. And all right, so let's get started. So I'm going to launch Visual Studio here. And I'm going to create a new project for this assignment. Hopefully it's going to create a new project. All right, and make sure it's an empty project. I'm going to call this program 7. I'm going to put it on my desktop. I'm also going to put the name of the class. My desktop is getting kind of full. All right, so create my new project. You should definitely know how to do this by now. Now I'm going to do project, add new item. My source code file is going to be Sorgente. Be sure that you follow the directions of the assignment and make sure that you have a .c extension. This is .c. And then I'm going to go here onto Canvas and download the incomplete code to help me get started. So I'm going to open this with Notepad and put it in my compiler and see if it compiles. So this is the skeleton that I've given you. First, you need to understand the assignment. You guys have already written your algorithms, and so now you put this in here and it does compile. So I did give you a working skeleton to get started with, and it basically does not do anything yet. So in the next video, we will get started on the implementation of the pluralized program.